So Facebook is in the news for some rather meme-worthy entertainment.
Oh my goodness.
And it wasn't necessarily Zuckerberg who was the meme maker. It was some of the senators as well, because they're old.
They definitely got some clips out of these that make you go, huh?
Yeah, you know, we were just listening to some of them.
Do you understand how Facebook works? Like, you're not on Facebook, right?
No.
You understand how it works?
No.
No. I'm on
Okay,
Facebook.
hold on. Do you mean in the sense of when you sign up for a company's services that you basically give away all of your rights to anything and everything that you do on there, including some of the things you don't do because they can track you somehow? Yes, I understand how Facebook works in that regard.
When you click the I agree button
yes,
of the terms of service that you did not read, because nobody reads them because they're so damn long.
Yep.
And they're in legalese and we'll never understand what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't Facebook on my social media ranking is the last one. I use Twitter is probably my favorite, and then Instagram, and then that's it. The rest I have Facebook, I have Snapchat, but I don't really use those two that much. Because Facebook
all social medias have the same contract.
Yeah.
You sign your life away
right.
when you sit I agree.
So I guess Zuckerberg and Facebook are in trouble, kind of. They're on the hot seat for sharing data with
A data breach.
Of
so somebody got a hold of pretty much all of Facebook's data, and because Facebook gathers so much data about people that it is insane. You can literally write psychological profiles to a T on some people that are on Facebook due to the data that is
well, because you put so much data on there, you put so much information on there. It's like people share their locations everywhere they go all day, and it's like, well, okay, hold on. And then you complain about privacy, and it's like, do you not see? Is the right word irony in that? Is that the right word? Is that the right grammatical? I don't know.
I'm not sure actually.
I don't know if that's ironic or if that's something, but it's something that I'm not smart enough to know. Well, I know what it is, but I don't know the word that I use for it.
The proper English language word.
Because I know that on Facebook. Okay, yes, I get weirded out sometimes. Like I bought an Xbox controller. Next thing I know, I got Xbox fucking controller ads on my Facebook, and I go, okay, what are you guys doing here? But at the same time, I go, it's a goddamn Xbox controller. I don't care.
No. See, the creepy ones are when, like, so I've been told that this has happened to some of the people that I work with, that they have been thinking or have talked about something, and then all of a sudden it shows up on your ads.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
And it's just like, I know it's happened to me a couple times, but the great thing is, the few times that it has happened, it was like, hey, I was just thinking about that. That was good. But for the other people that I talk to, it's creepy, and it's just like,
See, I don't understand why that's creepy. Like, okay, I'll step back. I understand why that's creepy, but at the same time, I go, okay, we live in a world with the technology that we have. Okay, now you have to be a little bit and take a little bit of self-responsibility here. And I think that, like, what's happening here is that people are running to the government saying, you need to protect us from ourselves. Because we can't do it. We're not mature enough. We're not smart enough to do it. It's like...
I think what it is it's a combination of things. Facebook has an exemption to certain rules. Okay, so the basic premise of the laws are you have to take responsibility for what you do. Now, if you're a newspaper, media, things like that, if you write an article and it is full of crap, you can be sued, rightfully. Facebook has this quasi-legal rule because they're on the internet and the internet hasn't been ruled quite properly.
Oh, God, no.
But
please.
no, hold on. Facebook has managed to find a loophole, whereas they don't have to be responsible for what they do. Right? So they can't be sued for things like this. If Facebook was a media company or a software company, at that point in time they have to take a certain sense of responsibility.
But this is what I don't understand. For what? This was an individual who went...
No, okay, hold on. Here's the second part to that statement. Because they're supposed to be neutral, they're supposed to allow anybody and everybody to say whatever they want. But because they've stepped in and censored people, they've now lost that neutrality.
Did they not step in on behalf of other people?
No.
Did they not step in because people report posts?
No,
or they...
No. They are very proactive in this regards. They actually, you write something on there, it'll go through a little.
I remember the part where he said that you can't.
Wheel.
Anything about like terrorism,
Yeah,
self-harm.
So it'll go through the hamster in the wheel, and the hamster in the wheel censors things.
But isn't there only 3 things or something like that are like?
No. Okay, and what it comes down to is the bots that do the censorship, just. Are created by humans, and humans have a natural bias.
Yeah.
And this biasm is starting to show. Now, Zuckerberg was in the Senate because, there's this big breach, and people are looking for a reason to say that Trump won the election due to collusion.
God, we're still on this Trump guy getting out. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
He's the president. Get over it. He's only got, 2 years left now?
Well, 2.5.
Fuck, Jesus Christ. It'll be over before you know it.
I know. They just have to put up with it, like everybody, like the other half of your country had to put up with Obama for 8 years.
You just have to hope that he doesn't fire a nuclear weapon.
No.
This is the thing that I don't get. Zuckerberg he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He created a multi-billion-dollar business.
Yeah.
That employs millions of people across the globe.
No. Not millions.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know the exact number. That would just be my guess. I would think
tens of thousands.
But still employs lots of people.
Yeah.
And has given people a service that they wanted. Obviously, there's 2 billion people on it.
Yes.
That's fucking huge. That's
a
third of the goddamn world.
Yes.
What other industry or service has that many people that use it?
None. Or Google probably has people that use it but aren't on it.
Don't voluntarily sign up for it?
No. See, even by clicking onto Google and hitting search, you actually agree to their terms and conditions.
This is what I don't understand. Like, this is one thing I don't understand. We want to use the technology, but we don't want to take responsibility for using it.
Well,
if I search how to make a bomb, I want to have no responsibility of maybe I want to blow something up.
Well, okay, and that's where some of this quasi-legal stuff comes into play. This is where the lawyer is. Laws are very straightforward in regards to you can say in the U.S. they have the First Amendment, I think it is, that basically states that you could say whatever you want as long as you do not say incite to violence to others or yourself, basically.
Yeah.
That's the gist of it. It's a lot more nuanced. I get it. You can yell at me in the comment section.
I think that's how the world should be. Say whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Physically
hurting.
No. Because people's feelings can get hurt really easily. What the First Amendment states is as long as you're not telling people to hurt others.
Yeah, as long as you're not inciting violence.
If I go, and I use quote, God hates fags, that's going to hurt somebody's feelings.
But this is the thing. This is the thing about feelings now. Now we're getting into feelings.
Exactly.
I don't care. Like, if something I say hurts your feelings, it's you who's upset, not me. I didn't do anything. It's you who has the problem.
But you're the one who's going to be... But the way the way the society works is
this is
they
the problem.
want you to be punished.
This is the problem
because my feelings got hurt.
Then that's the problem right there. Is that we're trying to regulate, and that's what this Facebook crap is. We're trying to regulate people's feelings, and people don't want responsibility for words or writing that comes out of their mouths or brains. And it's like, well, if you put "I hate fags" on the internet, there could be some backlash. Or if you say, I hate fags, there could be some backlash. I'm going to akin this to Colin Kaepernick in the NFL. Apparently, the Seattle Seahawks were going to try him out, going to bring him in for a tryout, and they asked him, are you going to kneel for the national anthem?
And he
said yes. And they said, okay, we're not going to have you come. And people are pissed off. And it's like, well, the NFL is an employer, just like many of us are employed with somebody. When you're at work, when you're an employee, that is not the time to protest. It's not a stage to use. You can use your name on your own time. If your employer says, hey, you can use my platform for your political motivation, then you can do that. But if they say, hey, we don't want you to do that, you have a choice to work for them or not to work for them.
Yes.
Millions of dollars? No millions of dollars.
Yeah. But it also boils down to this, too, is... Zuckerberg and a senator had this exchange. The senator, paraphrasing for a little bit of speed, the senator asked, who's your biggest competitor? Zuckerberg said, well, I can't give you one, I can give you a bunch. He says Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, they all have stuff that overlap with what Facebook does. The senator's like, do they provide the same service as you do? For example, if I buy a Ford and the Ford breaks, I can go on and buy a Chevy. Is there an equivalent to Facebook? And Zuckerberg is like, well, there are other tech companies that overlap. And he's like, no. Are you a monopoly? Do you, and I quote, you don't think you have a monopoly? And Zuckerberg said, it certainly doesn't feel like that to me. And it's just like, paring it down to an analogy is like, well, yeah, okay, if you have a car, you buy a Ford and it breaks, you can buy another brand of car. If Facebook breaks, kind of like it has, you don't have another option to go to. Whereas if
you don't like, do. No, because I think social media is the same type of thing, right?
Yes, but at that point in time, you need you would need Twitter, Snapchat, MySpace, some apps on Microsoft Store to equal one Facebook.
So he created a company that nobody else can create and compete with. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Monopolies are illegal.
Well, okay. So my view is this: if you don't want to be on Facebook, don't go on fucking Facebook. Well, don't sign up. Don't fucking agree to their terms. If you agree to their terms, you did that. You took responsibility for what you did. If you don't like it, don't use it. 2 billion people, stop using it. He'll go to business. Simple as that.
Yeah, considering
he has a model.
Just him sitting in that chair, he gained $3 billion in value. Himself alone gained $3 billion just by sitting in a chair.
I don't understand what we're trying to do here. Like this man created something. Like, to me, it's pretty darn amazing.
It is amazing, and
so he learned a way to monetize it.
No, and okay, again, I'm not actually complaining about the model of Facebook. The breach, yes, something should have been done. Hopefully, he can do things better. But it's because he sits on that legal spot where he's not technically responsible, where he considers himself neutral, but still is a censor.
Yeah, but you have to know that nobody's neutral.
No.
They're a private entity.
But he should be stripped of the law that protects him.
So he can get sued?
So he now has to... No. So he's now has to be responsible for what he does. If he's going to censor, people have a legal option, which can change how he censors things.
But as a private company...
No.
Can't you just fucking censor whatever you want? It's your own company.
Not if the private... This is where the legalese comes in. He's a private company saying that he's a free speech platform. He states that, basically.
Fucking everybody says they're a free speech platform. Everybody tries to be like, oh, we're free speech. We believe in free speech.
Yes.
Oh, but you can't say that. Everybody says that. Everybody in this world is a hypocrite.
Yes, exactly. Everybody is a hypocrite.
I'm going to sue you.
Twitter can be sued.
Like, fuck.
Twitter can be sued.
Stupid.
Because they can be sued, they have to. They're a little bit more aware of what they censor and what they don't censor. Facebook can't be sued, so that he can pretty much censor whoever he wants with no repercussions.
That's the thing.
But if they changed it so he falls into a different category, at that point in time, he goes, "Oh, I'm a free speech, but I don't like your speech, so I'm getting rid of it." And the person can go, "Well, in your terms of service, you said that you're free speech.
Maybe I'm too stupid to understand this, but how could Facebook really have so much input on an election?
Because of the data that was targeted. So this is what was assumed, was that the Russians got involved. They were able to buy up ad space that insinuated certain things about candidates, so somebody would be more likely. So you always have your people who are always going to vote right, and you're always going to have the people that vote left.
Well, it's all centered at the center of people who don't know where they're going to vote.
The
so
people
you
in the center, you have to swing.
Pull them either way.
And that's how you win.
But as a human being, shouldn't we be doing our due diligence to know if what we're seeing on a screen, this information that's right here?
How many times do we argue about this, that people need to pay attention, to do research? We argue this all the time. People don't.
Then it's on us. We're fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Let's call a spade here. It's not Facebook's fault. It's not Russia's fault. It's not Trump's fault. It's our own fucking fault. Because we're so fucking stupid that we can't see past our own faces and look at the other information available to us.
Yes.
We have this thing.
Now, okay. The what it's coming down to is, if you don't have the ability to look at other information because the avenue in which you get information only gives you certain information, it makes it harder to.
So shouldn't we sue all the news outlets because
hold on.
They're only giving us their narrative?
But the papers state that they have a little bit of a narrative. They try to pretend.
The Calgary Sun does not pretend. They are not a narrative to one side of a political party than the other.
I know.
They don't pretend at all.
Oh, no. I know.
CNN does not pretend.
Well, yeah.
Fox does not pretend.
No, you're right. They don't. And the thing is, remember, if they lie, they can get sued. Facebook, if they lie, they can't get sued.
But see, I don't look at Facebook as my... Well, I don't. People
do.
I don't look at Facebook as my news getter. As
do.
My information thing. I look at Facebook and go, oh, it can tell me what Billy Joel from high school is still doing. That's how I look at it. Or it spits out just stupid memes, and you know what I mean? I don't look at Facebook.
That's what people do, is they use Facebook as their news source.
This is where did we take this wrong turn, eh? Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, to me, entertainment. Do they provide news? Of course they do. They give us the news.
They provide access so I can go look to see what the news
This is the news. This is what it is. Here's Facebook, Twitter, the iceberg up here, right? They're just the top. You know how icebergs, you can see just a little bit and then the rest is underneath? They go, hey, over here. There's some news happening. And I go, oh, okay, that interests me. And I dive under the water and go,
oh my gosh.
Here's the story.
Taking a dive down that particular rabbit hole.
Next thing you know, you're watching kitty cats and balloons, and it's like, how did I get here? And that's it just went wrong for some reason. It just went completely wrong. This man provides a service, fucking amazing service that sprouted the social media revolution.
Indeed.
Which is people are in 100 years are gonna look back and go, Facebook was a defining point in humanity. Yeah. Humanity, not just in all of humanity, like the invention of the damn wheel. Here, people. Ooh. This is to me. This is up there
printing
with
press.
that. The printing press. This is insane. I'm
not going to say the wheel. I will equate it with the printing press.
I'm going to put it up there with the wheel because I think that what this did to me started something that is gonna be the death of us.
That too.
And it's just weird. I don't think we should be trying to lynch mob this man. And if he did something legally wrong, then fine.
Yeah.
But if he didn't, then it's not on him because he found a loophole in a law that was miswritten.
My point is this loophole should be closed.
Then we should close it. Fine.
We're aware of it. Close it, and make sure that he falls into one side or the other, and inform him so he can make necessary changes.
That's right.
It's like, I have no problem. I understand that this whole legalese. I've read 6 of them, and God, did it ever take a long time.
6 what?
6
terms of service.
Terms of services.
I've never read one.
I read the Apple one. I've read the Microsoft one. I've read 3 game company ones.
In essence, they all say, by agreeing to this, you sign
your
over
life
everything.
away. And if you want to argue,
legal terms,
go right ahead. But if you have a lawyer friend, ask him and tell him to
dumb
explain it to you
in human.
In English, not lawyer.
Well, I know that the parts that I watched, they were like, oh, your terms of service has like 2,300 words or whatever, blah blah blah, and I'm like, who's gonna read 2,300 fucking words?
I stopped because they're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
You know, some are a little different. Some have the over here instead of over there, and it does actually make a difference.
Me, when I'm on the internet, if something pops up and goes, "Oh, would you like to allow this thing?" and I go, "No," I'm a little skeptical. Guess what I do?
No,
I hit the no button. But if I'm like, I don't care, it's only a game or whatever, or I'm like, yeah, sure.
It's one of those things of when you're watching porn, and it says, "Do you want to share with friends?"
You carefully click the no button.
Guess what? Everything else on the interwebs works the same way as that little share button
right.
with porn.
That's right.
You
don't
just
share
don't
porn?
think...
Yeah,
if you don't want to share porn, you probably don't want to share anything else.
That's right.
So there you go.
That's right.
Problem
We've just
solved.
solved the world's problems. Look at something that you're sharing as porn.
Because it is. It is.
That's right.
There is somebody in Facebook's office right now just going, oh, look at that data.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, look at that wonderful data.
There's somebody doing that. Yep. All right, guys. Let us know down below what you guys think about this Facebook fiasco and the whole internet fiasco. Because soon we're going to have regulations on the internet. And we're all going to think that we live in a free speech world and a free market and a free world. And people truly don't understand the word free anymore. So yeah, subscribe because we do this all the time.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.
In our free world.